So, you've seen it, right? That new crypto coin that just overnight, a massive green candle shoots up on the chart, looking like it's headed straight for the moon. Your phone is blowing up with alerts from Telegram, Discord, and X. Some influencer you follow is bragging about their 100x gains, swearing this is the next life-changing opportunity. You start to feel it, that pit in your stomach, that intense pressure to buy in before you miss out. That's FOMO, the fear of missing out, and it's whispering in your ear that this is your one and only shot. But what if that rocket to the moon is just a sophisticated trap designed to drain your wallet? What if the whole thing is engineered to leave you stranded, holding nothing but a bag of worthless digital dust? These schemes, known as pump and dumps, are one of the most common and destructive traps in crypto. They play on our deepest emotions: hope, greed, and the fear of being left behind. Today we're pulling back the curtain. I'm going to show you exactly how these scams are built, who's pulling the strings, and most importantly, the critical red flags that will help you tell the difference between a genuine project and a complete financial disaster. This is the stuff the scammers hope you never learn. So, what exactly a crypto pump and dump? Put simply, it's a coordinated scam to manipulate the market. Scammers artificially inflate the price of a cheap, low-value cryptocurrency using misleading info and a whole lot of manufactured hype. Picture this. A group of people secretly agree to buy a massive amount of some forgotten dirt-cheap token. As they buy, the price naturally starts to climb. Then, they unleash a massive promotional campaign, screaming from the rooftops that this project is about to change the world. New investors blinded by FOMO rush in and push the price even higher. That's the pump. But once the price hits a secret target, the original group, the manipulators, sell everything they have at once. That's the dump. The sudden sell-off sends the price crashing back to zero, leaving all the latecomers with devastating losses. The psychology is viciously effective. The scam exploits herd mentality and our desire for a quick win. Scammers create an insane sense of urgency with phrases like, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, or, get in before it's too late, to bypass your rational brain. They turn investing into an emotional roller coaster, but it's a ride where only the operators get to step off safely at the top. Everyone else is just fuel for the crash. This isn't just random chaos, it's a carefully staged 4-act play of pure deception. The first phase is accumulation. Long before the public hears a thing, the organizers are quietly in the background, scooping up huge amounts of a cheap, obscure, and low-volume coin. They target these micro-cap tokens because their prices are incredibly easy to move with a relatively small pile of cash. Next, get ready for the launch and hype phase. This is where the marketing machine roars to life. The manipulators use every channel they can: dedicated Telegram and Discord groups, floods of posts on X and Reddit, and often, paid social media influencers. They push fake or over-the-top news about amazing partnerships, new tech, or guaranteed returns to create a false sense of legitimacy. The third phase is the pump. As the hype builds, the price starts its unnatural climb. That first spike catches the eye of outsiders who see the momentum and get terrified of missing out. It's FOMO in its purest form. Every new buyer adds more fuel to the fire, sending the price higher and higher in a speculative frenzy. The trading volume, once dead, suddenly explodes. And finally, the brutal finale, the dump. Once the price hits their predetermined target, the manipulators execute their exit. They sell off all their tokens in a coordinated flood, overwhelming the market. With supply now crushing demand, the price collapses in minutes, sometimes seconds. The whole house of cards comes down, and anyone who bought in during the pump is left holding a bag of tokens that are now completely worthless. So who's actually pulling the strings on these scams? It's usually a mix of anonymous groups and, more and more, public figures who should know better. The classic pump and dump is run by anonymous crews in private chats on Telegram or Discord. They act like a shadowy collective, coordinating their buys and hype campaigns. But the real gas on the fire, the ones who bring these scams to the masses, are often social media influencers and celebrities. We've seen this play out on a massive scale. Members of the huge esports group FaZe Clan were involved in promoting a token called Save the Kids, which was sold as a charity project. Shortly after it launched, insiders dumped their holdings, the token's value tanked, and investors were left with nothing. Kim Kardashian was hit with a $126 million fine from the SEC for promoting Ethereum Max on her Instagram without disclosing she was paid $250,000 for the post. Similar accusations have been thrown at personalities like Jake Paul and Lindsay Lohan for hyping crypto assets without revealing their compensation. These endorsements create a false sense of trust. When fans see a celebrity they admire backing a project, they're more likely to skip the homework, assuming it must be legit. That misplaced trust is exactly what scammers count on. Okay, now for the most critical part, how you can actually protect yourself. If you learn to spot these warning signs, you can see the trap long before it springs. Red flag number 1, a sudden, unexplained price spike. If a coin with zero news, no product updates, and no new partnerships suddenly jumps 500% in a day, your alarm bells should be ringing. Real projects grow because of real developments, not out of thin air. Red flag number 2, a storm of aggressive social media hype. Be very wary of a coin that pops up from nowhere but is suddenly being pushed by dozens of anonymous accounts all spewing the same catchphrases. They use high-pressure tactics, promise guaranteed returns, and create a frantic sense of urgency. Authentic community growth is organic. A manufactured hype storm is a classic setup. Red flag number 3. It's an obscure, low-liquidity token. Scammers adore tokens with tiny market caps and low trading volumes because they're cheap and easy to manipulate. If a coin is only listed on 1 or 2 unknown, unregulated exchanges, that's a huge red flag. Red flag number 4. You're being pressured to act fast. FOMO is the scammer's number 1 weapon. If the main message you're hearing is buy now or you'll regret it forever, you're being manipulated. A solid investment opportunity will still be there in 5 minutes. Red flag number 5. The project is a digital ghost town. A real crypto project has a detailed white paper, a public and experienced team, a clear roadmap, and a buzzing community. Pump and dump coins often have anonymous founders, a vague or copied white paper, and social media pages where they've disabled all the comments. Red flag number 6. Out of whack social media engagement. Watch out for projects that claim to have tons of followers but have almost no real engagement. A high number of likes and retweets from bot-like accounts with very few genuine comments or discussions is a good sign the hype is being faked. Red flag number 7. The promises are too good to be true. This is the oldest rule in investing, and it has never been more true than in crypto. No investment can guarantee massive, immediate profits. If it sounds like a fantasy, it is one. The crypto graveyard is littered with the ghosts of these schemes. One of the most infamous examples is the Squid Game token, or Squid. Riding the massive hype of the Netflix show, the token's price exploded by over 23 million%, jumping from 1 cent to over $2,860. But there was a twisted catch. A function in the smart contract prevented investors from selling their tokens. Then, the anonymous developers pulled the rug, cashed out their holdings, and vanished with an estimated $3.3 million, sending the price straight to zero. Then there was the Save the Kids token promoted by FaZe Clan members. Despite its feel-good charity branding, investigators like YouTuber CoffeeZilla exposed how influencers allegedly got around an anti-whale feature in the code, which allowed them to dump their pre-sale shares right after launch, crashing the price and showing a truly devious level of planning. These stories are a harsh reminder of how fast things can turn sour and how easily hype can blind investors to even the most obvious red flags. Navigating the crypto world can feel like walking through the Wild West, but you don't have to be the one getting robbed. By understanding the mechanics and psychology of a pump and dump, you take the power back. You go from being a potential target to being an informed investor. Remember the main lesson. If a deal seems too good to be true, it always is. The promise of fast, easy money is almost always a trap. The real path to success in this space is paved with education, patience, and a healthy dose of skepticism. Don't let FOMO make your financial decisions for you. Instead, look for projects with real-world utility, transparent teams, and genuine community growth. If this video helped you get a better handle on these risks, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button for more content to help you navigate crypto safely. And please, share this video with a friend. You might just save them from falling for a very expensive lesson. Stay safe and invest wisely.